major league skipper acknowledges a young player who's been greatly exceeding expectations. An MLB franchise is wise to recognize the obvious. Young players are the future of the game.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. A big-time arm and a power bat should be fun. First pitch is next. Number 35, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
Standing in, Cole Roederer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A high fastball is in there. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, Dero. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They drop game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
So in now for Chicago, Gabriel Arias. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Hard liner to center field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Batting third, the center fielder.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ.
That ball hit him.
Well, the pitcher can claim that that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to be letting it go.
Batting fourth.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And that'll bring up Jorge Soler to hit next. No balls and a strike to count.
1 down, 1 down.
Ready with the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Soler, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Jorge Soler becomes out number 2 this inning.
Batting fifth.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Arias over at second. Happ at first, 2 out in the inning. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. The relay on to second, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
I'm sure that first run comes as a relief more than anything. They can only muster one run the entire previous game, so to notch that run early takes the pressure off a little bit. And with a man standing at second, they're hoping that's just the beginning.
At the plate now, Nate Lowe. 0-1 the count. Runners at second and third with two gone. 1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. From the stretch, the 1-2. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-0 game.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball. 3 runs already home here.
Nope.
2-1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. And the payoff pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go on to the top. Next to hit will be the pitcher, number 16. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one. In there for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Happ is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3.
Leading off.
First offering on its way.
The second baseman.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
2-2.
On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Into the box, Cole Roederer. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-2. None out, runners at first and second. Got him.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was,
it
looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second.
Whoa,
Locked him up completely with that one.
Gabriel Arias is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0. Hard liner to center field. Bishop is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. The next Cub up, Ian Happ. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And there's ball 1.
And we got 2 down.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1
Hey,
strike.
time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Mine, I got it.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Jorge Soler, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
The 1-1.
Here we go.
And he struck him out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate.
Contreras.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Here we go.
The 0-1 on its way. Contreras swings, and this is well hit to left. Back goes Rosario into the bleachers and gone. At the plate, Nate Lowe.
Now batting, first baseman.
As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Fouled away. Another 0-2 home.
Hey, get him yourself right here.
Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Into the box now, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bryant, a veteran at 35 years of age. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent. Uh-oh, hold that thought as this one is deep down the line in left, hooking, but it's a fair ball, home run.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number 16. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Here comes Soler, but he won't get there. It falls in. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Reynel Delgado. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Now a move over to first. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not. Now to the plate, the pitcher, number 35, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The wind-up and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Cole Roederer. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. No balls and a strike to count. And that misses 1-1. 5 runs, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that's low, ball 4. Stepping into the box, Gabriel Arias. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, Ian Happ. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ready with the 1-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Ian Happ. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The 1-1 home.
Hey, no outs here.
Struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Jorge Soler is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Wilson Contreras. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1-1.
Hey, we got two down.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ballgame.
Your
Shane
attention,
Carl
please.
enters to do the pitching
Now
in the
pitching
bottom
for
of the 6th. 10-3 at the end of this contest. Chicago scored 10 runs on the way to victory.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 10 runs, 12 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Giants, 3 runs on 8 hits. 2 errors. They left 17 runners.